Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's YouTube channel. I'm Kayla. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. And so it is Whip Wednesday. I'm pre-recording this video because hopefully Wednesday I'm going to be so busy enjoying time with my son Elijah, I'm not going to have time to video. In reality, it's probably not going to work out that way. But just in case, I want to have some a video made for you guys. So I've been itching to do a little art, and nothing wonderful and all that great. But I have these stencils of these cute little girls and women, and so I just want to stencil these out, watercolor paint on them, and maybe some acrylic designs or something, and then put them in an art journal. And so I'm gonna start doing some more videos like these and share my art journals before I write in them. I don't like to share my art journals after I write in them because that's personal, and I just really just don't want anybody to read my deepest thoughts. But anyway, this is watercolor paper. I'm not sure where I got this from. Walmart, Dollar Tree even has watercolor paper a lot. Dollar General will have some. Target, Amazon, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. Any of those stores have watercolor paper. I did remove a lot of my woobles, and I got this mat back out. I didn't want to mess up my white pad that I have down. Also, I didn't want my woobles to fall in any paint and get dirty. So, yeah. So, anyway, I have these stencils, and I'm just going to trace them out. And then, I'll, watercolor on them and whatever I'm going to do on them. And then I'll just cut them out. Okay, so I'm getting this. This is a little mechanical pencil, so I'm just getting a little lead out. Now, can I even see this? Let me see. Believe it or not, I can see better without as much light. I know that really don't make sense, because used to I needed a really bright light, and now it seems that the brighter the light, the more it washes it out. And I just can't see as well. So anyway, I'm just tracing this little girl. Back in the day, art was my career. I painted and sold my paintings and used to be involved in the art community in my town. I did a lot of art exhibits, and different places, would display my art and stuff like that. Different stores, and also little restaurants. One time I had art in a restaurant, once in a restaurant, but, other little places, would just display my art and such like that. And we'd have art crawl night, and I was involved in that community. I'm not going to do her face features or the little designs on her shirt. I know you can't even see that, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to paint them first, and then I'll come back over it with whatever I'm going to do. I'm just kind of looking for the lines here because I can't see them that great. Trying to just make do. Come down here and find her neck, her shirt. This is an interesting shirt because it has holes all in it, like little circles. Not holes in the shirt, holes in that thing, the stencil. This is just a fun little way of getting some little women or children or people, whatever, into an art journal. and just creating like a little background and then just adding these on. And the great thing about these stencils is that you can work these stencils over and over and over, and each time they can be totally different color hair, different color shirts and stuff like that. I think that's a line in there. Sometimes it is really hard for me to see where I'm supposed to make the lines. And like I said, I'm not going to do the design on her shirt, although it is a really cute design. And I might add it later, and I might not. I don't know. So I think I got the basics drawn here. The outline is what I'm kind of going for. Now, let's see. I'm trying to find that other hair. Her shirt has a little collar on it, so I'm going to go ahead and I don't know where the end of this pigtail of her hair is. I may have to just make that up in there because I'm not seeing where to draw my lines. I may have to just clean it up a little bit too. Anything else that needs cleaning up? That did. And this one did. Needs a little cleanup in there. Let me just clean all this up right here. It's kind of, I couldn't see, and I was just kind of making marks everywhere. Alright, I'm not going to do the bottom because I might even extend them and just make them a little longer off the end of the page or something. So, yeah, so I have 4 different girls there, and they, you know, I thought I would, this is what I was thinking I would do, is just make up some different images, I mean, some paper dolls, I'm going to call them paper dolls, and watercolor paint them, and then I can just make up lots of different ones, maybe even these, repeat some of these, and then I can get my art journal, do some backgrounds, and then just come through and add the women at different places and just have fun with it. Okay, I had a paintbrush. What did I do with it? Oh, I had a roll of paintbrushes. Hey, y'all, let me just tell you, at the beginning of the video, I got these out and looked at them, and then I thought, I'm just going to do that. And so I looked through all my stencils, and I picked out these. So I laid them, you know, down, and I went and gathered up all my stuff, put this mat down, and went back to the cabinet and got all the different little things that I would need, paint brushes and all that. And then I came back, and I was just like, where did the stencils go? Where are they? I looked and looked and looked everywhere for them, and I could not find them anywhere. And then I was like, were they under the mat? And I looked under the mat, and there they were. Stuck right up under there. Hiding from me. I don't know. They're clear, and they were on that white. And so, yeah. Whoa, let there be light. Alright, let's see. I might could possibly use that one in big spaces. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. Put this off to the side. And then I have a cup of water, and a friend gave me this cup a long time ago. I'm trying to get it over here. It says friends are like sisters. I picked out for myself, and so a friend gave that to me a long time ago, like years ago, and so I've used that as a paint cup for many, many years. I knew it wasn't anything I was going to drink out of, because I just knew that. And so I'm going to turn it around like this so I can move it as needed. But I knew it wasn't anything I was going to drink out of. And she actually got it at a thrift store, and she told me that. And so, did I drop a paintbrush? I can't remember what all I got out. But, at that time of my life, I was painting every day. Like, I painted every day, just like I used to crochet every day. And so, I told her, I said, do you mind if I use it as a water cup for painting? And she's like, no, I'd be honored for you to use it like that. And so I have all the time, every day back then, when I was actually painting every day. So when I pull out the paints, I pull out my friend cup. Alright, so what am I going to do with these beautiful ladies? I know I want to give her brown hair, but I don't want to muddy up my water just too quick. I might give her orange hair and her yellow hair. So let me just see about that. Alright, I just kicked you out of the way there, didn't I? Alright, so let me see. What am I going to use for orange? I think that one right there. I'm going to give me a lot of water on here. And I might accidentally bump the camera, because I am trying to get water right here on my watercolor. And now I'm going to go over here and just get her some orange hair. And if I go out of lines, it's okay, because I'm going to be cutting these out. I'm not going to leave them like this. I'm going to cut them out, so that's a good thing. And I am tapping it on my napkin there just to get a little bit of the wetness out of it. Okay, I am just going to go out of the lines on purpose. Okay. So there's the orange. And now I'm just going to rinse that off my brush and get some yellow. Just getting paint in my palette there. And I'm going to come over here and give her some yellow hair. Okay, so I have my orange hair, my yellow hair, and I'm going to do this one over here on the far end with some brown hair. Let me add a little more water in this. I know you can't see my water palette. It's just off camera. But, oh, I should have dabbed that a little bit more, I think. I'm going to have to get that where I can even see it. I miss painting, so I don't know. I was just thinking about I wanted to do this and just work in my art journal a little bit. I hadn't in a little while, and so I missed that because that is so much fun for me. So I think I'll do some backgrounds of some pages and then show y'all those, and then show you adding these little girls in, or women, or you know, whoever I put on the page. And it might be plants or something like that. It may not be these, but then I can go back and journal in it later. Alright, so let me see. Sometimes blow jars are very helpful when you're trying to get something to dry quick, because I was thinking about putting another coat on her hair. But I don't have my blow dryer really set up at this moment right here to paint. I know where the blow dryer is at, but it's right here by my desk, but I just don't have it out and set up to paint. I mean, to use it, plug it up and all that. I don't know what I'm saying. I kind of straightened out her curly bits a little bit over there. But it's okay. Just surprised I didn't get it all on her face. I'm going to give her black hair, but I'm going to wait and do that last because I will have to change colors when I do that. So I'm just going to wait a little bit before I do that one. I'll have to change my water is what I meant to say. See, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying all kinds of stuff wrong. Alright, so usually redheads have very light skin. So I'm picking one of the lightest peachy colors over here that I have. And I think her and the blonde girl can have about the same color skin tone. But you know what? It doesn't matter what color you paint these girls. Like, just have fun with them. You could paint, or these or any other. You could paint blue skin, you know, green hair, blue skin. The point is to just have fun with your paintings and not, you know, not worry about it too much. Just have fun. And I was actually, as I was looking at those a little bit earlier, when I was looking at them and just going through my stencils, I was thinking about doing her, like just painting a rainbow background, and I might do that. I think I will. Here, we'll do that in a minute, and then just trace her over it, and her whole body will be like the rainbow. And like with this girl right here, I could give her dark blue hair, light blue skin, and like white right here, and then a medium blue robe or shirt or whatever it is she has on. So you can always just have fun. It doesn't have to be what everyone thinks it should be. And that's usually the best pieces of art. Like, I know, I forget the artist's name, but she was at our local art museum at one point. I love to go to the art museum and just look at the art, or anytime I'm somewhere and they have art. I just love to admire the art. I take pictures of art in weird places, you know, that normal people don't go to look at art, but I always notice art. Kind of just trying to lighten that up a little bit. So I was just painting over it with water and didn't put paint on it. And I'm just trying to soak up some of that and just give her a little bit of a lighter skin. Anyway, so one of my favorite paintings that I've ever saw was at art museum, and the whole painting, it was a huge painting, the whole thing was done in shades of blue. Very, very beautiful. Dark blue, light blue, you know, pale blue. It was just all shades of blue. Phoebe is in the chair with me. And as I'm doing this, she's coming around the side. You might see her head. I don't know. She has to come check out what I'm doing. Huh, Phoebe's? You had to come look at Mama's stuff? Yeah. She's wagging her tail, looking around, sniffing. She's right here. Huh, Phoebe? Yeah. Well, you don't need to get up there. You're not a cat. You're not a cat, okay? You can get back there and lay back down, okay, baby? You want to lay down? It's going to give her a little bit of a darker skin tone than the girl with the red hair. I thought she might just have a little bit of a darker skin tone. Not too much. Yeah, it's been raining and thundering here, and Phoebe's not a fan of that. So she definitely likes to come get in the chair with me when it starts all that nasty business up. She don't like it. And it has rained here all day, off and on, heavy at times, and it would just drizzle at times, and then it would stop some, but it's been off and on all day. So what are you guys up to today? What's keeping you guys busy? Have I asked that already? I don't know if I have or not. To be honest, I just can't keep up with what all I say. I forget. I forget what I say. And I don't have any kind of script. I'm just a fly by the seat of my pants. And if y'all heard Big Daddy in Sunday's video, he said that's some mighty big pants. Oh, silly man. Okay, let me just see what this is looking like, and yeah, it's fine. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna wave it around just for a second. And I want to give my girl with brown hair a little bit of a more interesting skin tone. And I have one here that's kind of yellowy. Yellowy brown. I think that might work for her. It might be the look I'm going for, but I'm not quite sure. Let me see. Yeah. A little bit of a more brown, tan, not brown, but kind of tannish skin tone here. And I like that. Let me get her neck. I'm going to turn this around the other way so I can get up next to her hair in the other direction. And my hand might cover up what I'm doing. And I'm sorry, but it's just a tough angle. And they don't have to be perfect. It's just watercolor and you're just having fun. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that skin tone for her. And I definitely like her hair. Okay, so let me see what color dresses or shirts they're gonna have. Boy, that's hard. That is hard to decide. So I'm gonna give her a green shirt and her a purple shirt and her a red or turquoise. I don't know, I can't decide. Let's see. Red. I think red. What color did I say? Purple? Blue would look good too. I think I'll give her blue and then her purple. So for a blue shirt right here, let's see what blue. I think I'll just get a lot of water on this one. And I'll just start painting her shirt. And I can go back and add designs to them. You know, whatever I decide to do. There is no rules in art. And don't let anyone tell you that it is. Art is not meant to match the couch. It's not meant to, like, match anything. Art is just for fun. There's no right way or wrong way. And so I need some water to spread that blue out. And so I need to turn my page to do that. But yeah, there's no right way or wrong way. Like whatever you do, if you like it, it's great. And I know a lot of people say, I can't do art, but yes, you can. Yes, you can. You see how simple this was? And yes, I traced a stencil, but it's still art. It is. Don't let anybody say that it's not. And if anybody says it's not, I'm not going to listen to them because I'm still painting and having fun. And it does create art pieces, you know, like as pieces I'm going to put in my art journal. So, if you're interested in doing some art, just do it and have fun. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. And you see, like, out in the art museum, some of the masterpieces are like, huh? Right? You've seen some of those works of arts that, you know, sell for millions of dollars, and you're just like, you look at it and you're just like, huh? That sold for $150 million? I could have done that. I know you've all seen art like that before. Let me see. I want a little bit of blue, but not too much, because I didn't want to make this too dark. Okay, I'm going to let it dry before I do anything else on it. But I like that shirt. I like it. I just wiped a bunch of it off. I'll let that dry and then decide if I want to add more to it. Now, did I say her shirt was going to be green? I think I did. So which green is the question? There's several greens in this palette, but I think I'll just go with this right here. It's kind of a darkish green. But not too dark. It's not too dark. You can always smear that around by just adding more water, but if you want more color like I do, I dipped back into my green. But if I wanted to lighten it up, I could just add water to it and spread it. Okay. All right. Oh, I need some more water on this. Now, it's probably going to make it really dark green, but I gotta find my little bitty scissors. I was just sitting here thinking, where are they at? They might be in the art cabinet behind me. I'm thinking they must be. Okay. I like her green sweater. All right. But this one I was gonna give purple. I got different purples here. This one, let's try to get some water on this and see what color. This is kind of a lavender. It's a real pretty color. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Yeah, want that a little bit darker. I can just take this right off the end of the page, and I can extend it and make it a little bit taller if I want to. Or I could have, like, traced these up here and made them long and made, like, bookmarks or something like that out of them. But I think these are going to go, and I don't think it's a big book that I'm going to put these in. So right now I don't have any of these kind of little things made up. So I need to just make up a bunch of these, and then of different, not just the girls, but of different things that I might want to add to a page to make it, you know, more interesting and such. So I have a bit to do. I don't know what this is going to look like, but I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to paint this trim a little bit of a darker purple. I'm not an expert at painting. I just have fun. And sometimes it turns out good and sometimes it turns out bad. I mean, you know, like something that nobody needs to see. But honestly, all art is art. Now I'm just going to take my dry brush and soak up some of that. But it's taking off all my color. That ain't what I want. So I'm going to come back and just tap it. And not spread it too thin. All right. Sometimes I just get lucky and it turns out nice, and sometimes it's not as nice, but it's still okay. Alright, so anyway, I had to get it close enough that I could actually work on it, so sorry about that. But, alright, I want to do something over here. I don't know why I was almost putting that, thank goodness it didn't go. I almost tried to put that in the, well, I did try, but it didn't go. Oh, I almost put it in the water cup, but it went over the other side of it, and that's good because I didn't want it to go in there. Okay, so I'm going to paint rainbow right here. Let's see, is this red? I don't know. There's so many different reds in here, you don't know what's going to be red or orange, but we'll just start with this one and see. Some about like that. Okay, we have red, and now we're definitely going to go with orange. And I'm not even tapping this because I do want it to be bright, bold colors. Alright, and then I need a yellow again. I think there's a, I don't know, a striped girl. I don't know if that's a book or not. I think it might be, but I've never read it. I think I've just seen the cover and a picture of a striped girl. And so this is kind of, I'm getting those vibes and I don't know what the book's about. But so we're doing some green next. All right, and then we're going to go for some blue. And then purple. Now, which color is really purple? Probably this one would be a dark purple, yeah. And then I could put some pink, but I really think, let me see. I probably got it long enough, but like I said, I can always extend it to make the person longer. So we'll go ahead and do that last little bit, pink. What's wrong, Phoebe? You getting bored? Is this boring, Phoebe? Alright, I'll just fill in that little white spot, but I don't think it's going to be on there. Okay. And then while I'm doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and do something kind of similar down here. And I'm just going to do different shades of blue. So I'm going to start with this blue. And then I'm just gonna go down the line. I have like 4 or 5 blues right here. So I'm just gonna go down the line, doing different blues. Because one day when I start to journal, I might be having a blue day and just feel blue. Do you want down, Phoebe? I think she wants down. Come here, baby. Come on. You're right here, Mommy. Put you down. All right. Oh, she went and got in her bed. Did I do it? Yeah. Oh. I couldn't see if that had water on it or not. I'm ridiculous sometimes. Okay, I'm going to go back with that blue up in this area because I'm going to do that girl on here, but I don't want her face the same color as her hair. So I'm going to definitely put some darker blue there. And I might even go back and take this blue and extend it up a little bit. Oh. It's the same blue. I just didn't water it down enough. Ugh. But as long as I got the face a different shade of blue is what I was wanting to do. what blue do I have down here? This is getting into a kind of a greenish blue. But I just thought I'd throw some on there. I don't know what's going to end up on it or not. And then this might be a royal blue here. Let me see. Yeah, this one might be a royal blue, or a bit of a darker blue anyway. So, that's good. Alright, so just gonna let those dry. And I still got to do another shirt over here. What color did I say? Maybe red? And I don't know which one of these. That looks more pink, don't it? Yeah. Let's see. Is this one red? Yeah, red enough. Alright, so let me see. I'm gonna start it right here and just go over to her shirt and around her hair. Try not to pick up any of that brown. Go around her collar because it'll be a different color. I might leave it white, actually. And I hope you can't tell when I finish. I hope you won't be able to tell where I'll reach the halfway point. I'm going to turn this around, but I'm going to give a little bit more because I do want it more red than that. Okay. See if I can get in here. This is a very awkward position. All right, let me see how that looks. I need to get up in this area a little bit better. And then over on this side too. All right, that's good. I was really wanting a more bold red, but it's still fine. Okay, so have all that done. So now I'm going to do her skin tone, and I'm going to do it a bit of a more darker tan. So I'm using my darkest colors last. Not that this color's that dark, but her hair is, I'm going to give her black hair. And so I wanted to use it last because it'll muddy up my water real quick. So I wanted to have more of a brown skin tone. There it goes. There it goes. Pull some of that down into her neck. All right, yeah, I'm happy with that. So where can you get stencils? Etsy. Walmart probably. I don't know for sure. Amazon. Look on Amazon for stencils. But Etsy, there's lots of people who create stencils. Megan Quinlan Studio. I'm not saying that correctly. Megan Quinlan. Megan Quinlan Studio. I'll have to tag her below in this video, okay? But you can definitely look at her stencils and other people's on Instagram, on Etsy. And Amazon had lots of stencils also. You might find some at Walmart or different art stores. Michael's, Hobby Lobby. I wish I could still say Joann's, but we can't. So if you think you can't draw stencils, stencils is your friend. Okay, so I like her skin tone. And now we're going to give her some black hair. So I'm going to go all the way over here to this black and add me some water on here. Now, I'm just going to go around. I'm going to, just 1 second, I'm going to fan this for just a minute so it dries some. Her skin tone, I don't want to mess it up by putting my arm on it or my hand, so I'm just going to dry it for just a second. I could have got a blow dryer out, but that'd be too much effort. They do make heat tools, like you can get at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Amazon or somewhere like that, and it just kind of makes it dry really fast. It blows some super hot air on it and helps it dry really fast. You can find tools like that, or just a simple small blow dryer works too. That's what I use. It's just a blow dryer, and I don't have any problem using that. Unless you're going for the effect. But if you have a lot of paint and water sitting there and you use a blow dryer, it will blow it. But sometimes that might be the effect that you want. You might put a glob of watery watercolor, like on your art, put different colors, and then take the blow dryer and just blow them everywhere. Sometimes I do that for like backgrounds. So that's always an option. I have a book that I had started putting backgrounds in a little while ago, and then I stopped, so I think I'm going to get that book out, and let me do her hair, and then I'll show you some of those backgrounds that I had played with before. and just show you that, you know, anything goes. So let's just do her hair real quick. And I know this video is getting kind of long, but, you know, art takes a little while. Now, I didn't tap this. I wanted it to be black hair. And it's going to be kind of different shades of black because it's going to get lighter in some spots. And that's okay. Now, I'm going to have to flip this so I can get close to her forehead without actually getting in her face. And I did just stick my finger in that, but that's okay. I'm going to turn it. I'm going to turn it over here. Sometimes you can just drag that paint around and you don't actually have to get more paint on your brush. You can drag it around, but it will make it kind of lighter color. And it's just according to what kind of look you want. Now, let's see if I can't get down in this edge. Come up around her face. There's lots of artists on Instagram that make stencils and such, and so there's lots of places you can go and look and get ideas and stuff like that, and you know, more YouTube channels. Megan Quinlan Studio has a YouTube channel, and I'll just link her YouTube channel below. And these stencils are by her. And I like the look of her stuff. Mine will be different. I mean, unless there's something of hers I really, really like, I might do it kind of similar. But everybody's art's always different. But I've watched her for a long time, and I always enjoy watching her, even when I'm not actively doing art. She just has some very nice art journals. All right, let's see. I kind of want this a little bit darker through here. Now I just need to let it dry for a minute to see how that's going to look when it dries. Just smearing my paint around. All right, I'm going to get that art journal that I'm thinking of, that I started some pages, and we'll just take a little look through that. But one more thing, I did kind of mess up her skin tone. I'm going to see if I can fix it with just some water. Yeah. Well, let me go ahead and fix her skin pigment color there that I stuck my pinky in. That's okay. It just kind of darkened up her skin tone just a little bit. And that's good because she might have needed to go a little bit darker. She didn't like that makeup. She needed a little bit darker tone. All right. I think everybody has some paint on them. And I'll come back and I'm going to do a girl on each one of those in a minute. But I did want to let them dry super well, super good, all the way. I did find my little bitty tiny scissors that help me have control. I can't cut out big stuff like around the edges with big scissors because I don't have any control over them. I'm right-handed, but I'm going to have to cut with my left hand. And so I just try to do it the best I can. It's not perfect, but it's okay. Okay, this book came from Michael's. I don't know if you can see the binding. It did come from Michael's, and I just went through this some and just painted some. There's a lot of blank pages because I didn't paint every page yet. I was just flipping through and painting some. I should have started from the other end, I guess. I don't know which is the front, which is the back. Just painting some backgrounds. I don't know what's going on this. It could be flowers. It could be butterflies. It could be all of it. It could be one of my girls and some butterflies. Trees. I don't know. I have lots of different things that I want to make and just have on hand and then play around with on my pages to decide what goes, you know, what looks the best on it or whatever. So, let's see. Okay, here's one with just blue. I think I'm going to do another one with just blue at the top and green at the bottom. There's some different tones of green. I think I had this book upside down. I do. And I need something on it to that green. I knew that's not the way I did the green. See this? Okay. So, it's just a rainbow background. I don't know what I'm going to put on that page. Something will end up there. Sometimes I might go over some of these with stamps. And it might have okay, like this. I could do flowers all down here, some butterflies, and it don't have to be proportioned. It could be a huge butterfly. And it could be just a girl right here or something, you know, and then just flowers. It could be mushrooms. I don't know. Just whatever I feel like putting on it that day. Honestly. And when I do these pages, I would put wax paper here. Tear off a piece of wax paper and put there. Put this page down. And then I would tear a piece of wax paper and put right here and put this page down. And then I just watercolor painted. And so on some of these, I just made some stripes. And then I would let that dry before I took my wax paper out and turned it. Sometimes I would even put a piece of wax paper here if I, you know, wasn't just 100%, it was all the way dry. And then at times when I like painted it up several pages, I might take things, just items, whatever I got sitting around, and just set it there and just hold pages like that. Several pages, just so they can all dry. So there's the orange page. You get the idea. It's not anything perfect. It's just paint on a page to create a background. And like I said, I might come back with stamps, stencils, or just doodles, or washi tape, or just whatever. I might decide to put down on a page. Just little blocks of purple going every which way, parallel and horizontal. I can see my art is coming back out in me. My art words. There's just some green, splotchy, like kind of looks like water down here. Looks like it could be trees. I could take trees and come and put over these. I mean, it's not telling what that page will look like by the time it's done. Honestly. Here's some polka dots for when we decide to do something fun. Now, some people might have like, I know that Megan, she'll have like a summer book. And all her pages kind of tend to lead to summer. And then she'll have like a fall book, a winter book, a spring book, you know. And they're so fun. I love it when she shows her books. But I'm just going to put a little, whatever. This book is no theme. I'm just going to have fun. There's some flowers. Just whatever. I just took watercolor and just slopped some flowers on there. I could go back and do something in the middle with like an acrylic paint pen or whatever. We'll see. And I did try to like just go every now and then just throw in a painted page. Probably need to sit down and just do some more pages of just getting color on a page. Like that. Just paint a whole page of layout purple. You know, like that one is blue. I should just do that. But I'd have to get up and go get my wax paper. I'll do that. I will. It's a good spring color page. I don't know. I'm not really going to theme it at all, really. I'm going to try to stay away from that for this book and just do whatever and have fun. I think that's all of them. So that is an idea to use these little stencil girls. And I have other things to use in art journals too. Sometimes I use like magazine pictures and a lot of fun stuff like that. Okay, so for her, I was thinking about just doing her right here. Where'd that pencil go? Now she's already painted. I just need to trace her. Let's see if I can do that. When our insurance gets straightened out, I am going to get my eyes checked. We had a mishap with the insurance, and I'm not sure how that happened. Because insurance is held out of Big Daddy's paycheck, because it's through his work. But somehow or another, our insurance lapsed, and that is very, very dangerous for me. I'm glad we figured it out, and it's supposed to be getting worked out, but, I mean, I have a surgery coming up, and that's not anything that I want to be paying out of pocket on, you know? I already have to pay my part, my portion of the surgery, but I sure don't want to be stuck paying the whole thing. Okay, I'm not sure what I did right there, but anyway, there she is. I do need to come back in and kind of erase some of this, and I may outline this after it's all over with. I might outline it with like a felt tip pen or an acrylic pen or something, you know, some kind of a pen, black pen or something. And I might end up doing that for all of them. I have no idea what I'll end up doing. So there she is. She's ready to go, right? And then I was thinking, this one over here, I just thought it would be fun to do her on a blue. Oh yeah, I love that. I do. Now I do want her face to be different from the hair, so I'm gonna kind of pay attention to that. Yeah. Okay. And I might have should have moved up just a little bit, but it's okay. However it turns out, it turns out. No fuss. I'm not going to draw that design, that robe look on this right here. I'm just going to do the V-neck and yeah, there. She is highly depressed and she is very blue. I am gonna go back and add designs to their dresses or shirts or sweaters or whatever, and their faces. I'll just have to do all that later. This video is getting very, very long, so I was just gonna cut out one, and I thought, why not start with her? I need to cut her off, and then I can go around and do the detail. It would be much easier to hold a small piece rather than the big pieces. So anyway, guys, thank you all for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too boring. But I just love chatting with you guys while I work. So I'll probably put the detail on their faces and shirts and stuff in this while they're smaller like this. And then I'll go cut out the detail. And I may trace around them with a black pen. And all that kind of good stuff. Guys, I thank you for watching. And I will see you all in another video, friends. This one got way too long. Bye, friends. I love you all.